Hi, my name is Jonathan Cordell. My background is that I currently work in the field of sport and performance psychology. I have a doctoral degree in organizational psychology from Rutgers University, where I focused on sport and performance psychology as my specialization. I've been working for 13 years in one form or another with special operations. Prior to that, I worked for 5 years for a pharmaceutical company as part of their organizational development group within their HR. My interests, my family takes up a lot of my time these days, and I'm spending a lot of time with them during the quarantine and pandemic that's been going on here recently, but it's been all good. Um, I have two daughters, one who's in high school and one in elementary school, and they're doing very well. Definitely taking up my time. I also enjoy running. That's another thing that I enjoy to do when I have the time for it and staying in shape. As far as favorite movie, don't have absolutely a single favorite movie, but I'll say that John Hughes films are my favorite group of movies. I think the coming of age and teenage movies, we all have a little bit of that somewhere in us. I think it keeps me young at heart to enjoy those movies, and also is part of how I can work well with a military population that tend to be still coming of age 20 something males for the most part. As far as organizational problems, that I have seen. Unfortunately, I've seen more that were not addressed than those that were addressed. But as far as one that I did see get addressed was when I was working in the human resources group for the pharma department for the pharma company. Um, the basically managers were wanting to use human resources for their paper trail for employees that they were having difficulties with. And one of the things we had implemented very recently was a 360 degree process. And we became aware very quickly that they were looking to use this process to document items that they had not been actively managing, documenting, taking care of themselves the way that they should have been. The way that we addressed that was to very quickly put a stop to that and put mandatory times and expectations around how the 360 process was going to be used, defined it very clearly as a developmental process and opportunity that could have an aspect of remediation. However, from the time that someone went through the 360, that it was unless chosen by the employee's decision, it was a 6 month or more developmental process. And that did seem to definitely change the tide for that particular programming and give it the right utilization for what the 360 was intended. And it started being used for the development pipeline more than trying to be used as a punitive measure, which obviously would have given the wrong flavor to that particular program for the needs of the company. So we averted disaster. I'd say that's what the outcome was. And then we did start to build that development pipeline of high potential employees for the pharmaceutical company. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to the class.